Welcome back to another episode of Women Who Hunt. In our last episode, I sat down with Charli VanDeelen and she shared how she always wanted to go hunting with her dad, but wasn't really allowed because it was something just for the boys. She shared with us how that shaped the way she takes her own girls, Charli and Evie, hunting now, making sure that the focus is on them. And she shared one of the most powerful moments, which was finally getting to head out on a hunt with her dad and the girls alongside with her. Today we're continuing that story. I'm joined by Charli, the bunny whisperer VanDeelen, Mel's daughter, a young hunter with a fire in her belly, wisdom beyond her years. Charli grew up in the bush, rifle in hand, heart wide open, and today we get to hear her story from her perspective. Thank you so much for joining us, Charli.
That's so good.
So we'll jump straight into the questions, and I just want to kind of go back in time with you for a little minute, if that's all right. Can you tell us a little bit about your earliest hunting memory?
I'd say as far as I can recall, my earliest hunting memory would be whilst we're out at the farm, I saw this baby goat and I just wanted it so bad. I was about 7 at the time. And I was like, oh my gosh, Dad, can I have it? And he goes, only if you catch it. And I was like, okay, I'm so determined to catch this goat. I was like, I'm going to have this. I'm going to raise it. It's going to be my baby now. So in response to Dad's only if you catch it, I chased after the goat and it ran away. And instead of running towards the trees, it ran towards the quarry. And I chased after it. I was jumping over all the rocks and then I got too close and it decided instead of saving itself or just coming to live with me, I think I would have given it a pretty good life. It decided to jump off into the quarry. And yeah, I think that's the earliest hunting memory when a goat was more scared to be with me, so it died.
So it's just jumped into the quarry, looked at you and gone, nope, I'm choosing the quarry.
Yeah, pretty much. It was like, there's no way I'm going home with her.
Wow. Okay. So you guys have been out at the farm quite a few times, yeah?
Yeah.
So what was it like growing up in a family that hunts?
I'd say it's normal. I didn't know any different. I thought everybody else had a little side gig where they'd go out to a farm and just shoot some things, go full driving, hang out with their family.
So it was just normal, just like every day to you?
Yeah, I was like, oh, this is my little going away holiday.
And so did you always love it, or is it something that you grew into over time?
I've always loved it. I've had a passion for it. It was fun. I liked going out, hanging out with my family, just going around, driving, and it was just nice. I've always loved it.
Yeah. And so what's your favourite hunting memory?
Probably spotlighting with my family, going hunting for bunnies. That's my favourite part.
Okay. So talk us through that. So you say spotlighting, so explain to someone that mightn't have ever been able to do that or is not too sure what that looks like. So what is spotlighting and how do you do it and what do you do?
All right, so spotlighting, it's of a night time, so once it's dark outside, and we've got a ute, so we have normally Mum as driver and my little sister Evie is in the car with her, and then Dad and I get up onto the tray of the ute and we've got our little setup with a little knee rest so that we can lean on that, and we've got a massive big light that we hold, and we as we're driving we turn it around to scan the area around us, and then we've got one of the guns laying up on the bench on top of the roof of the car, and we're just driving around, and when we see a pair of little eyes that glow in the light, we know we've found something, so we'll tap the roof, Mum will pause the car, and then we'll get a close look, we'll pull up the rifle, look through the scope, see what it is, if we can get it, and then we normally just pull the trigger.
So what are you shooting? What calibre is your rifle?
A 22 or a 222.
Okay. What's your favourite?
The 22.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Why is that?
Truthfully, I don't really know the difference between the two, but I know the 22 sits nicer in my arms.
Yep. So it's about positioning. It feels nicer.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I can't not ask this question. You need to tell us about this bunny whisperer nickname.
All right, it's fairly self-explanatory. Bunnies, you don't see them during the day. They're so little and they just blend in with all the dead grass around. So over night time, when you're spotlighting, you see their little green eyes just shining in the distance. And in certain areas of our farm, you just see 100 of these little eyes. And
Oh, wow.
it's so amazing. It's like the moment I live for when I'm out there.
Yep.
And the Bunny Whisperer name came about, I would say that it is self-proclaimed. I did give it to myself at the age of 11. I thought it was so cool because nobody else had the knack I did, that everyone just kept missing because the bunnies were too fast. They weren't getting them. And I just went out one night and I was just on fire. I was just one after another. I think that night I might have had, in about an hour and a half, 2 hour stint, I might have gotten about 10, 12 bunnies or something. And they were
my goodness.
They were about, when I was 11, they were about they were like shin height almost. They were massive. They were these big fat hairs. And I was just loving it. And then I'd jump off, chase after them, grab them when they were done. And it just became a thing. Then whenever we went spotlighting, it was just like my turn to shine. So
love it. Absolutely love it. So would that be your favourite animal, or have you got a different favourite animal or a hunt that really stands out for you in your mind?
Bunnies are definitely my favourite. Definitely.
Yeah. And do you bring them home and eat them?
No. Normally when you get to them, they're a bit messed up. They're definitely not edible.
Yep. Just thought I'd check. So when you're out in the bush, do you prefer, now that you're a little bit older, do you prefer solo time in the bush or still hunting with your family?
Definitely still hunting with my family. I don't think I could do it solo.
Yeah?
Yeah. I just like having them
around.
What
is it, having that, having the camaraderie and
Yeah.
Evie to tease?
Oh, for sure. That's the highlight.
So and I know that we've spoken about it being just normal for you. So what's it like being a young woman in the hunting space?
I don't know any different because whenever I go out with my family, it is just my dad, mum, Evie, myself, and maybe one of my other dad's friends. And that's how it's always normally been. So I've only ever really seen more females in that field. So I didn't know any different.
And do any of your school friends or mates, do they understand your passion?
Kind of. They understand that I hunt, but some of them don't understand why. And it's just obviously that gap where I've grown up with it, and so they haven't, and they've been very sheltered from that side of life.
And what do those conversations look like?
Normally they ask something along the lines of like, oh, why do you hunt? Like you're killing an animal. Why would you do that? And it's like, well, you eat steak, you eat chicken. Why would you not do the first part? So it's just like more.
I love that answer.
It's like you go to the deli. Why would you not just go out and go where it's like from? Especially if you're just helping out the farmers in that area, getting rid of pests.
And have you ever had to defend or explain your love of it to anybody?
I've never really had to defend why or explain why. But if it does come up, I don't overly elaborate on it. I just say, why don't you?
Yep, back on them, right?
Yeah.
So one skill that you're really proud of as a hunter, what would that be?
Probably my aim. That's the only place where my hand-eye coordination works. And otherwise, my aim is probably the best part.
And what does it feel like when you're looking down the scope and you've got a bunny, you've got your green eyes in that scope? What does that feel like?
Surreal. It's great. A bit exhilarating.
Connected?
Yes. A bit cold though.
Yeah.
Just.
And has hunting changed the way you see the world or yourself?
I wouldn't say that it's changed the way I see myself, because it's just normal to me, but it has made me realise that sometimes hunting animals is necessary for like conservation and helping out farmers in the area. That's just a part of life.
Yeah, which is a big thing, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
The conservation side of it.
Yeah, it is.
And is there anything that that your mum's taught you that's stuck with you?
Not too much, to be honest. I feel like I teach Mum more than she teaches me.
And there it is. All right, Charli, what do you teach Mum?
Well, how good my aim is, how to be more like me. Just live a little.
That's awesome. She's going to kill you.
Yeah, she probably is. She's sitting across from me.
So you're 18 almost.
Yes.
So what do you want to do more of in the hunting world now that you're an adult?
I'd like to go more often, purely because I don't go as often as I would like. It's just like it's only restricted to school holidays and occasionally, normally like once a year.
And what animals have you already hunted?
I've done bunnies, foxes. We didn't find the body though, so who knows? Goat and cats. Yeah, I think pigs. I've chased them, not killed one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
so you've been out for a pig hunt but haven't been successful yet.
Yeah, we found their babies though. They were covered in fleas and gross.
And that's why hunting's so important. It's that eradication stuff. Trying to get rid of them for the farmers so that they don't dig up all their crops and stuff.
Just eating all their food, just being a pest.
Would you ever want to teach other girls how to hunt? Is that something that's in your wheelhouse?
Potentially, as long as they have the interest for it. It's hard teaching people who don't have interest in what you're trying to teach. And
that goes with everything though, right?
Yeah, that's just life.
And if you could go on any hunt anywhere in the world, what would it be?
I wouldn't mind doing some deer hunting in America. I've seen a little bit on TV when Dad's been watching stuff. Seems pretty interesting and cool.
Looks pretty cool, hey?
Yeah. They're like all in for it too. They're like got the whole gear set up.
Yes. That's also on my bucket list. So we might have to talk to Mum and Dad about organising something.
Oh, that would be very interesting. I'd be down for that.
If there was anything, say young women who are listening to this who are on the fence about, do I actually start, or what's it like? What piece of advice would you give young ladies who are thinking about starting to go out and give hunting a crack?
Just do it. It's better to regret doing something than to regret not doing it at all.
Can you just say that again? Because that needs to be said twice. That was awesome.
It's just a motto of life from my dad.
He's a good one to listen to.
Occasionally.
So for any young hunters out there who are listening to this, Charli's about to turn 18. How old were you when you first went out to the farm, Charli?
Ooh, I don't know, maybe 5. I'd say maybe 5.
And chasing Goaty into the quarry, that happened when you were 7?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And that was your first real exposure to hunting and doing that stuff?
Yeah, it was. Most of the time we were just driving around, looking at the property.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was my first interaction.
How old do you reckon you would have been when you shot your first animal?
Oh, that's a good question. Maybe 9. Yeah, probably about 9 with Dad's help.
And that was on the back of the ute?
No, this one was during the day, and we just pulled over, and we saw him. Dad was like helping me line it up, looking at it. I missed, but the gun was just a tad bit heavy.
So what was it that you were hunting?
Goats.
A goat? Yeah.
Yeah, there was just a mass of them up in the quarry.
So you've missed your first shot.
Yeah, that's the first time I shot at an animal. I'd done target practice with Dad of like an afternoon, aiming at the tree near our quarters.
Yep.
But my first shot at an animal was missed.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you didn't give up.
No. I just keep practicing.
And then you went on to become the bunny whisperer.
Yep. A legend needs to practice.
So it didn't discourage you that you've missed your first animal?
No. Well, animals, they're not still targets. They're constantly moving. So it makes sense as to why I missed. They moved.
Yep. And then you still kept at it and you went back and had another go and you stuck with it. And then
I just tried again after that one.
And how did it feel when you finally got your first one that hit the dirt?
It was great. My sister felt really bad. She was like, "Oh no, the poor baby," and I thought it was just great. I was like, I need to do this again.
And what animal was it?
That first one was a bunny. It was great.
And you just kept at it.
Yeah, I was like, okay, I could get used to shooting at these.
And then confidence built and passion built?
Yeah, definitely. It was great. Yeah. I was like, okay, I really enjoy doing this. I like going out. I think I could do this more.
And is there like a sense of accomplishment because it's the family farm that you go out to,
right? Yeah.
So is it like I'm helping the farm by eradicating some of these pests that are destroying the farm? Does it give you a bit of self?
Yeah. Obviously, there's a lot of like personal accomplishment that I get from it. Like I'm like, oh, I'm really like proud of myself for doing it. And then I'm like, okay, I'm helping others. I'm helping them like keep their farm safe. I'm helping them like make a living out of this because these animals, they're trying to discourage them from making a living. And I'm like, okay, I'm out here and I'm helping these out.
Yeah. So it's self-accomplishment as well as family stuff as well.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for jumping on and joining us and sharing your story, Charli. I know that it means a lot to some of our listeners that are probably in two minds whether they actually go and give it a crack or not. So hopefully one day in the future you'll be able to meet and shake someone's hand that's been able to go, thanks, Charli, for sharing your story, because it's because of you that I finally got out and did the thing that I'd been thinking about doing. So
yeah, that'd be amazing.
Really appreciate you jumping on.
Thank you for having me. It's been great.
And before we wrap up, I'm going to give our listeners just a little bit of a sneak peek at the next episode. I will be going solo for that one, sharing what it was like to step into the bush, this time with the rifle in hand, because I'm normally got the camera. I didn't get a deer, but I did get a pretty cool experience. So I'll be sharing that with everybody and can't wait to tell you all about it. So looking forward to the next episode. And thank you again, Charli, for jumping on. Really appreciate it. And for those in podcast land, chuck us a follow. Tell your friends about it. We are here. We're here for the women who are doing it day in, day out, and we're building a community as we go. So thanks, everyone, for listening, and thanks, Charli, for jumping on board.
Thank you for having me.